Happy Tuesday and welcome to the venue live. My name is Roger Ramirez and this is Houston's first online live performance venue brought to you from R&R Studio. We're here in the studio today with Karina Nistal and the Conkers. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you for having us.
It's a pleasure. I know it's cold outside and you had to go and I'm sure you were cold, but now you're not. So welcome. So let's start. Tell us your names and what you do in the band.
Karina Nistal, front, singer.
Awesome.
Teo Vijarro, I'm the blind bassist. I play bass in the band.
And follow him on YouTube, guys.
I'm Kat Kapelian. I play the flute and the saxophone in the band.
I am the Funky Buddha, drummer.
I'm Gilbert Juarez, trumpet.
My name is Theodore Juarez, and I play keys.
I'm Billy Sanders. I play electric guitar.
Awesome, man. Love the hair. Love the hair, bro.
Appreciate it.
So Funky Buddha, you're a cool guy too, man. I've heard good things about you.
Oh, thanks so
All
much,
right.
man.
So I saw one of your shows recently on Cloud Break Creative. It was cool. It was actually my first
Thanks
time
for
being out
coming.
there.
Yeah,
Yes.
it was nice having you there.
Thank you. It was a nice show. It was a kick-ass show.
Thank you.
I really enjoy the music because I don't think we have had your style here, and it's gonna be a nice addition to the type of music and
Thank you.
that we just bring, you know. Okay, so how long have y'all been together? Tell us a little bit of the history, a little bit about your history with this band. How long have you been together? How did you come about meeting these guys? And so tell us a little bit about that.
So we have been together almost 4 months, this particular group, and I've known Funky Buddha for many years. We were friends. Most of these guys, well, I've heard of, most of these guys before playing with them. Kat has been with me the longest. She's been playing with me 12 years.
So you know the music real well.
Yeah. And Theo, I used to watch with some of his projects. He's been out in the scene for a really long time. Excellent artist himself. I did not know these two guys, Gilbert and Theo, but they are kind of extended family to some degree. And Billy came on board with Buddha and Theo. So
That's cool.
yeah.
So when did y'all start? When was the first time y'all got together, like a practice night,
Ooh.
and
August.
and
Yeah.
in August this year?
Right, yeah.
Oh,
it
awesome.
was we were trying to figure out just kind of like who was going to work out in some of these parts, and we went through like a few guitars, and we tried a different bass player, and so we were trying to make it all come together. And so I think we started in June, but with this group in particular, August.
So earlier, I asked you a question about your music, and was the purpose of this band to play some of your original music that you had already written and stuff like that?
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
so how long have you been writing original music?
I've been writing original music since I was 12.
Nice.
But my first release was probably when I was 19, and then my first full-length album was when I was 26. I'm about 5 albums in, so.
Nice. So what inspired you to write that first song? I know for some people it's like sadness, or
Yeah.
some people it's like happiness. Some people just want to tell a story. They're
Right.
storytellers. So what made you want to be like? What inspired you to write that first song?
I was like in junior high, and
in love.
yeah, and I saw my crush, and he was walking another girl to her class, and I was just like crushed on instant, and I went home and I wrote a mariachi song, which is funny because I don't write mariachi music, but it was just like when I thought about the most saddest arrangement you could have, it was like a mariachi song came to mind, and so I wrote a mariachi.
That's cool.
Song.
And so, do you play any instruments?
I played keys when I was younger.
Okay.
And a little bit of percussion, but nothing.
So this first song that you wrote. Sorry, I want to know.
Yeah.
I'm curious. Did you?
Did I use the keys?
No. Did you? What's your writing process like? Do you first write lyrics, and then come up with like a chord progression to it, or are you more like me to where like I find like a cool chord progression, and then I'll think of melodies that sound good, and then I go on to the lyrics.
So it has to be like a catchphrase, and it could be like the hook, or it could be like the first line of the song. But that's how I write it, and the melodies just come to me.
Okay, well that's interesting. I think everybody has their own way of
Right.
writing, and I have my own way of listening to music as well. The way that I like to listen to music is if the music is good, then I'll go back and pay attention to the lyrics.
Right.
It's funny how that works, huh? Because sometimes I'll be
Yeah.
jamming to a song,
Yeah.
and then I'll be like, man, that's a really cool song, and I'll be like, it's like a really good, exciting, happy song, and so then my fiance, she'll be like, it's not a happy song, and I'll be like, what do you mean? She'll be like, well, it says this, and I'm like, okay, well, I don't mean like the lyrics, I mean like it's a cool like
The
cool music song, and so then I'll go and listen to it, and then I'll be like, oh, okay. Now it all makes sense, or I'll be like, that's just the way I listen to music. So, what artist has influenced your style of writing, that you feel like you listen to them, you were like, man, like this artist has really touched me with their music? And do you take any from artists? I'm sure everybody does. I know I do.
Absolutely. I mean, there's so many. There's so
Told you.
there's so many. You did. There's so many, but I think like the first one that comes to mind is like Jim Morrison from The Doors.
Okay.
Like my sister and I used to fall asleep to The Doors every night, But Gloria Estefan, she was like the it girl when I was growing up, and I just wanted to be like her when I grew up. And then just like Celia Cruz, and lots of pop music.
Where are you from,
Stevie
by the way?
Wonder.
Stevie Wonder is awesome.
Yeah, I loved his. I love writing about love, so his love writing style was really awesome, and I loved that.
Where are you from?
I was born in Houston, and my father is from Guantanamo, Cuba, and
Okay.
my mother is from Ciudad de Mexico.
Oh,
So
I'm from Mexico City.
Oh, excellent!
Mhm.
Cheers. That's not.
Yeah, I was like,
Bring in the drinks.
all right, Tio, tell us a little bit about your influences, man. Your style of playing bass, man. It's pretty dope.
Started out being a big Jaco Pastorius head. Actually, I played trombone in a high school band, and
Yeah.
also played bass back then. And my band director said, "Hey, man, you hip to Jaco?" And he showed me the Bach cello suites to practice like Jaco would practice. So I'd be practicing that classical stuff on the electric
Cool, man.
bass. I also play upright bass. I'm a jazz guy, so Charles Mingus is probably my biggest composing and upright bass playing influence. But dig a little of everything. So I love African music, Afrobeat, Afro-Cuban, of course. I love Brazilian. I love gypsy music, flamenco, all that
and
stuff.
I can tell your style of playing, man. Like everything that you're describing, it's like triggering what I just heard during sound check.
Right.
It's cool, man.
Appreciate it, man.
So
Appreciate
you
it.
have a YouTube channel?
I do.
Just
Just started it about 3 weeks ago.
sure, man. What is it?
It's The Blind Bassist.
And what do you do on this YouTube channel?
On the channel so far, I'm trying to inspire other people with disabilities to go ahead and show that they, just because they have disabilities, that their talent, they can still put their talents out there and to pursue their dreams, even though they've had some obstacles in their lives. So I'm also, describing what it was like going from full, because I went blind at 30 years old. I'm 44 now.
Oh,
so
okay.
just trying to teach people how to transition, because a lot of people are going blind now.
Mhm.
And, just other disabilities. That, and, showcasing my music, showcasing some covers. I'm a multi-instrumentalist, so I'm doing some live looping, playing some guitar, singing, doing some upright bass stuff, some electric bass stuff. But the main thing is to try to inspire other
That's
blind
freaking
people.
dope, man. That's like an excellent concept. I think there's going to be a lot of people that that are maybe going through that phase that need some inspiration. And music is probably one of the most powerful forces on earth, man. You know, music
Definitely.
has gotten me out of like real depressed times. You know, you listen to a song and that you've heard before, but then you go through something and then that song just becomes the song that will get you, you know, the simplest messages in songs will inspire you to get over things. And,
For sure.
and that's a great thing that you're doing. And I believe we're going to be showcasing you here as well with your looping. We spoke about that
Sounds
earlier,
great,
so we're
yeah.
gonna pick a date.
All right.
And yeah, so we're gonna do a show just on him, and it's gonna be super dope.
Sounds
Well,
cool.
we're excited to have you here.
All right,
Miss
thanks a lot.
Kat. So tell us a little bit about your background, your influences.
Well, I started playing the flute when I was in the 2nd grade. And so one of my favorite things to do is try to play a lot of Jethro Tull,
Okay.
of course. But over the years, I don't know if I have any particular influences. I really enjoyed playing my flute. One time I almost hocked it because I wanted some money, and at the last minute I didn't, and I'm so glad I didn't.
Oh,
Because I kept playing it, you know. And then in 2000 I got a saxophone, and I had no idea how to play a saxophone. I just bought one because somebody was selling it. And I was horrible at it for a while, and finally got a little better. Started playing in a band with it. So I like all different kinds of music.
Are you from Houston?
I'm originally from Chicago.
Chicago.
Yeah.
I love Chicago.
Moved
I
here
saw
when I
Dave
was
Matthews in
19.
Chicago. It was
Good.
cool. It was a good
And
concert.
yeah, I also have like a side project that I work on. I go by an alias Patty Bullet. So
So I missed that. Say that again.
I have a side project that I've been working on for years. I don't know how long, 15 years. Patty Bullet, and so I've got about 5 albums.
No way.
Yeah, so
What,
I just
what is it?
do all the things. I play all the instruments on there. I make beats and
No way.
do all the things and the artwork, and I mix and master and do all my own stuff. So
Well, that's pretty dope, man.
yeah, they can check it out at pattybullet.com.
I'm gonna go check it out.
Yeah, so I'm in hiatus right now, learning, trying to figure out what my next album is going to sound like.
So I was about to ask you to the full band, no, but it's just you, right?
It's just me. I did have a live band performance back in 2009, and I was really excited because The Gift of Gab from Black Elixir came out and opened for me. And that was
That's
really
pretty
nice.
awesome.
And he's actually on my album for that. So I was really excited. That was
Well,
probably the best day of my
I'm
life.
excited to go and listen to it. I'm excited
So,
to. Well, welcome
thanks.
here.
Thank you.
And I know the music that Karina plays, that flute, the flute parts that you do in there are super dope, man. It
Thank
sounds
you.
super tight.
Thanks.
Thank you for doing that.
She forgot to tell you she paints also.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, she got a lot of eclectic art.
really?
She's very talented.
So whenever I release my album, some art. Tell us a little bit about yourself, sir.
Okay, well,
I heard you were funky.
yeah, that's what comes out, man. Kind of influence of funk in just about every style I ever played. Pretty much how I got the name. A singer started calling me Funky Buddha. I ain't like it at first. But, I used it, and then, other people started digging it. And I was like, cool. So, what I'm saying? I created my little image. Now I have a brand that I'm pushing out, coming out with Funky Buddha gear. It's in the works. T-shirts will be coming out soon, yo.
Awesome, man.
Yeah. And I started playing in middle school band.
Where'd you go to school at?
I went to Clifton Middle School.
Is that here in Houston?
Yeah. In Houston on the northwest side off of Antoine. And then I graduated over to Scarborough, moved over to Eisenhower where I finished. Then when I came back home, I started playing in church that I grew up in. Played a plethora of genres. So many I can't name, and most of them I forgot. But they still come out in other people's music. You're like, oh, there you go.
A little bit of that.
Yeah, a little bit of this.
I like your sweater, by the way. Very festive. Wait, is it Christmassy? Yeah, it is Christmassy. And music. Yeah, dude. That's pretty nice. Is that part of your Funky Buddha collection?
It sure is.
Is it really?
I didn't make it. No. I got
Oh, I was
this. I
like,
got
that's
this
pretty
off
tight.
of Facebook, man. Yeah.
What about your influences, man? Who has inspired you as a musician?
As a musician, it started out with the most high musician, artist, Prince Rogers Nelson. That cat, once I found out at a young age how many instruments he played, he recorded all the parts
Yep.
to his music, and everybody had to learn them. I was just like very impressed, and I followed him, and that's been my main influence. Later in life, hip hop came to the scene, and then I got a taste of swing, and I was really digging that. Classical music is a big influence of me because I mean it's like free flowing energy with all these colors just coming in
Of course.
and out and flying.
I had my classical music phase, man. Like a few years ago, I would listen to nothing but classical music. It's good for the mind.
Yeah, it is, man, for the soul too, man. So and then not too long ago, I started studying jazz, the standards with my mentor Sebastian Whitaker. May he rest in heaven, playing the drums with Prince up there. What's up, boy?
Yeah.
So yeah, and the cat taught me. I mean, it was more than just teaching me drums. It was teaching me the way of life to play jazz, because it's a way of life. You know, all music is a way of life to me. But so I started learning that. Then now, this whole style that Karina has, never played this before, and this is my first time, and I'm really enjoying it. And I don't know what's in my roots, but Latin music really resonates with me very well, from the Latin swing, Latin jazz, Karina music, you know, Tejano is really dope. Mariachi, I love that as well. So all that, I don't know where it's coming from, but it resonates. So that's basically who I am, what I've done, and
Well, we're excited to have you here, sir.
man, I'm excited to be here.
It's a pleasure to be here.
Yeah, man, thanks for having me, man.
Awesome, man.
Word up.
Mr. Trumpet player. Or sorry, I didn't know you had the mic, bro. Come on, Mr. Guitar player.
Okay.
So tell us a little bit about your influences, man.
Well, he mentioned one of them earlier, Prince, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Probably the primary reason why I even began to play guitar was him, and but not exclusively. But at that particular time, I didn't start playing guitar until I was 19.
Okay.
So I was kind of like toward the end of high school there, but also I liked a lot of 70s style funk, like blaxploitation movie music, black background music, and of course Eddie Hazel was another influence of mine too. So he was the lead guitar player for Funkadelic.
Oh yeah.
Parliament Funkadelic, yeah. Yeah.
Are you from Houston?
I am from Houston, yes.
It's cool, man.
Yes, I was born and raised in Houston, Texas, and graduated from Lee High School. Born at Riverside Hospital in 3rd Ward.
That's the first time somebody tells us where they were born. What hospital? Did you have a good experience being born there?
Well, I say I was born at the hospital in 3rd Ward, but I grew up in Piney Point, which is an old community on the west side of Houston.
Yeah, I've been
Yeah,
there. I've
okay.
gotten my barn doors, like the hardware from Craigslist out there from a house. I was like, man, where am I? But it's a pleasure to have you here, buddy.
Thank you.
And we're gonna have a good time, man.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
So what's up, man?
What's up, man?
Doing all right?
Yeah,
Staying warm?
chilling. Maybe a little too warm.
So tell us a little bit about your musical experiences, man. And
Well, I really play trumpet.
Oh.
Keys is, I'm learning keys still at
Okay.
the moment. So all this is still kind of new to me. I'm trying to figure out what I'm doing. But I really play trumpet. A lot of my inspiration, man, or my inspiration comes from I used to listen to a lot of Lee Morgan, Freddie Hubbard, like Terrence Blanchard, guys like that.
Mm-hmm.
But in high school I stumbled upon the RH Factor, and that just kind of blew my mind. And Royal Hog Grove and the RH Factor really kind of took my music and my writing to like a different level. And
You write music as well?
Yes,
You
yes.
write original music or your
yeah,
songs?
I actually have a couple songs out on Spotify and iTunes
Oh, yeah?
and stuff like that.
That's
yeah.
cool, man.
So yeah, you know, I'm learning, man. It's music it's all about learning, and you never stop. So
No, man.
I'm trying to learn as much as I can.
So what were you listening to on the way over here? What were you rocking it out?
I was actually jamming this stuff, man. Just kind
Just gonna get
of going over it, make sure I
Just
know.
get over.
Make sure I know what I'm doing.
Good.
Yeah, man. But yeah, man.
Well, good to have you here, man.
Thank you, man.
Yeah.
Like your hat, by the way.
Thank you, bro. Thank you. Yeah, man. Me. I guess my influences. Well, many moons ago. As a young man in junior high, man, KTSU would do this jazz jam at night.
Uh-huh.
And back then, you know, I only had a little cassette radio, so I'd fall asleep, but I'd hit play and record at the same time, so it would catch everything while I fall asleep.
Yeah.
And I stumbled across Kind of Blue, Miles Davis. I didn't know what it was. You know, I didn't know what it was. There was no introduction. Hey, this is Miles Davis. You know, I grew up hearing Tejano music, Tower of Power, you know, but this was different to me, you know. And that horn was so, man, it was just it hit me to the core, you know. And I remember taking the cassette to high school, to junior high, and we had a high school director come by from MacArthur High School, Mr. Diaz. And I said, hey man, I said, what am I listening to? Who is this?
Microphone.
Oh, I said, who am I listening to? Who is this? He says, and he listens to it. He goes, that's Miles Davis. And I said, okay. And ever since then, I was hooked. You know.
Miles Davis is awesome, man.
Man, you know, he's he's definitely up there. You know. And then after that, I was fortunate enough to go to a high school where music was almost a religion.
Yeah.
You know. And our director would bring in some wonderful, fantastic musicians, and we had opportunities to play with Terrence Blanchard, Wynton Marsalis, and Dugu Chancellor.
You know, some of my best music teachers have been those that are kind of like not by the book, where they actually teach you the real music, and not like just play these like exercises and play your, you know. That's always one of my most memorable band directors are those that actually have the performing experience of like the playing with bands as opposed from just somebody out of school. That's just gonna teach you how they learned. You know, they're just gonna ask you to regurgitate or you know just learn the songs and spit them out without any emotion, without any.
Right on.
And it shows in musicians that actually learn like that. You know, you put some chords on them and they're like, whoa.
Yeah.
And where are the notes, man?
Yeah,
you know?
right on.
So that's cool, man, that their teacher was doing that for you.
He was. And you know, in my life, man, with this horn, I set it down for a little while. I struggled with it being, if it was an idol for me, because I wanted to focus on my relationship with my Father in heaven. You know, so I wanted to keep a balance in my life. So I felt like, man, am I pulling away from it a little bit too much?
Yeah.
But no, I balance out, get back on it, practice that horn, stay on the fundamentals. You know, just a student of this thing, man.
Yeah, man.
Just
well,
a
good to
student.
have you here, man.
Yeah, thank you.
It's a pleasure.
Glad to be here.
It's a pleasure. So, Christina, can I get a mic for this?
Did you say Christina?
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
It's okay. Shout out to my mom.
Yeah, I was talking about your mom,
Sure.
Karina. Oh my God.
I'll let you make it.
Damn it. All right. It's not the first time or the last time that I'm gonna get her name wrong. But so what songs are we gonna listen to today? What have you prepared for us?
So tonight it's mostly songs off the last album, Je ne sais quoi. One of them is just about me searching for my dream and trying to live it up the best way I can, because I know that my parents and grandparents and great-grandparents paid the price for me to be here, and you know, just it's a blessing to be able to do what I love. We're dating back to the first album, La Fuente de Juventud, which is just the fountain of youth, finding the fountain of youth, and everything in between. Pura Vida is a kind of paradise theme song. The Good Sound gives me, an introduction as an artist and as a band. And what other songs are in there? I'm trying to think. But yeah, I mean, I explained that one first. But you wouldn't know. What else? Yeah, so just a kind of mixture of the songs. Make It Happen, that's right. Make It Happen in Wiser, which we played on Channel 2 on Houston Live.
Very nice.
A month and a half ago, and or 2 months ago now. 2 months ago, exactly. So those two songs have been pretty inspiring for people. They're off the album before this last album, Living Proof. Wiser's just, you becoming wiser from your experiences, from your mistakes, from whatever, weeding out what you don't need in your life, the negativity. Yeah. Make It Happen is kind of like, I try to make that my theme song. I had an interview the other day and they were asking me like, if you had to name your best song, what would it be? And I said, I don't know about my best song because it's like trying to choose out of all your babies, but
That is true. That is so true.
But I have to say that here lately I've had a lot of good feedback on Make It Happen, and people have just been saying that it's pulled them through the morning or the day or the evening or whatever. It's just an inspiring kind of anthem song, like, live your life and don't live with regrets and make it happen.
Good. So, the Conquerors.
Yes.
What does that mean? There's no vowels in it.
There's no vowels.
There's no vowels, so.
I think Theo came up with the best, what would we call it? Catchphrase or? Okay. So tell them what
I was saying we're trying to conquer hearts and minds through music and sound.
Well, that's cool, man. So, why no vowels?
Oh, that was me.
That was you?
Yes. It's just cool, man.
It makes sense.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's
go
to our hashtag.
That's okay. Yeah. So where can people find you on social media?
Well, we're all separate as of right now, but I definitely need to start up a little fan page for us. Right now, we're just a hashtag on Instagram. KNQRS is the Conquerors. At Karina Nistal. I'm everywhere you look. YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, you name it. Spotify, iTunes. If you hear of Karina Nistal, you can look anywhere for Karina Nistal.
And is that where they can go and listen to your music, your 5 albums?
Yes, on
all
iTunes,
platforms?
on all platforms. If you want to look for me, you can find me.
We'll really appreciate that you're writing original music.
Thank you.
We need more of that in the world.
Agreed.
We have to support the artists that are not afraid to really pour their hearts out. Because
right.
that's what it is.
Yes.
It's your emotions. Some people don't really know how to. I know I sure don't know how to really express myself real well, like out loud. But I can write a song
right.
of how I feel and what I'm going through, and it's cool that there's people like you that are still doing that and that their heart is in it, and we really appreciate that.
Thank you.
And it's a pleasure to have you here.
Thank you so much. It's a pleasure to be here. We really appreciate it.
No, it's
we're
awesome.
all in awe.
We're all gonna have a good time.
Yeah, this place is undeniably one of the most amazing studios I've ever had the opportunity to be in, and I've been in many. I've been in.
That's like
I've been in
awesome
quite a
dude.
few from here to LA. So I definitely know great studios,
well, that's an awesome compliment.
And the fact that you've done it all by yourself is pretty
Doing
incredible.
it.
So kudos to you, hats off to you. And thanks for having us
And
here.
speaking of hats.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Actually, I meant to plug that.
Yeah. So we got our first hats. I had them made. Are in our studio hats. I guess if somebody wants one, we can order one. I'm not really selling them yet. I'm gonna hog them right now and make sure. So we have this one in gray. We have red, and we have a gray. Oh, here I'm gonna show the red one. The red one is super awesome. Look at that. Actually, I think I should have worn that one. And then
Wear them both. Maybe not at the same time. There you go.
that one
That's
looks
sharp.
awesome. That is pretty.
That's pretty sharp.
We have a gray one. Can we show off the gray one over there? And that one looks hot. And so, all right, guys. So thank you for tuning in. My name is Roger Ramirez. This is the venue live in R&R Studios. We're gonna give a couple of shout outs to Kevin Hamlin and Tune Out Cancer Fest, February 21st through the 23rd. Ivan Oropesa and Roca Animal for all the support. They're always booking us artists. Every Wednesday we have a live Spanish concert here. King Baby Familia Diego for all the mad love. Always, that guy is super great. He supports all the music in town. We really appreciate him sending us a bunch of artists. Severo Brown with Zona Libre and KFPT.
He's the reason I'm here.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is.
Gracias, Severo.
Thank you, Severo. If you're not watching or if you're watching later, thank you for hooking us up with Karina.
Yes, Karina.
I got it right. I put emphasis on the names 'cause, that's like the third time I say your name. So I'm not going to forget it. Hank Lamb and 90.1 for sending us artists to showcase. And we're really happy that we have had, you know what, whenever I started this, whenever I had the idea, I didn't think that bands were gonna find it like something cool, man. Like we have had, you are our 68th show. We started 3 months ago, and we are our 68th show, and we're very happy. We have bands booked all until February already.
Wow.
And
Awesome.
guys, I really appreciate, because without y'all, we wouldn't have anything because
But what a hell of a platform, let me tell you. If you get invited and you miss your chance, shame on you.
I have a list, my little black book of of bands, and so if you cancel without a death in the family, anything under that, it's an accept. I'm just kidding. No, I know. I understand musicians
Make
are
your
busy.
excuse count.
no, make sure it's a good one. No, I understand musicians get busy and life happens, But we're here for everybody. We want to give a shout out to Westone Audio for hooking us up with all the in-ears that we have. They sent us 11 pairs. I know some of y'all are using them. Theo, do you like them?
Yeah, got it right here. Very nice.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys for using them. Thank you guys for sending them. We really appreciate y'all sponsoring us from the very beginning. If you're watching on YouTube, guys, subscribe to the YouTube channel. If you like what we're doing here, help us out with a subscription. We showcase live bands every day. I have had the greatest time these last 3 months. I know I'm like staying at home and like being a hermit or whatever, but I'm here in the studio with bands coming in on a daily basis. So it's kind of funny because I used to go out and try to meet bands to come to the studio, and they would always be like, yeah, like, who's this guy? Like, whenever you try to go talk to a band and they don't know you, they're like, all right, dude, whatever, Yeah. So that happened to me for the longest time. So then I was like, man, what the hell? Like, I have a studio. Nobody wants to come and do any work here. So then I just kind of reversed the psychology, reverse psychologized everybody.
Make them come to you.
And so now I have bands coming to me. And I'm really excited. I'm not complaining. It's so exciting to meet all these musicians. Tons of awesome musicians have been through here, and it's just super cool. Like I have bands on a daily basis, guys. Like a private concert that I have the pleasure of mixing live every night. Yeah. That's like super dope for a person like me. I'm a freaking nerd for this thing, And it's super dope that I get the opportunity to mix bands like y'all, man. It's just a pleasure, and I am thankful for everybody and y'all for being here today.
Thank you.
I think I've said all that I needed to say. If you're watching on Facebook, guys, share this show.
Share.
Make sure that Karina, make sure that she gets new fans every time you share her social media. The potential of her being heard by somebody new is there. That's the power of social media. It doesn't cost anything to share. You're on your phones already. Everybody's always on their phones. So share it. We'll bring the music to your phones. There's a lot of people that can't get out. A lot of parents with kids that can't go out and see bands. Well, this makes it awesome for them so that they can see the bands. And then, that's happened to me a lot. Bands come here that I've never heard of. I hear them, and then I go out to see them play. It's awesome. You know what? The power of social media. If you're watching on Twitter, guys, retweet the event. Give us a bunch of hearts. If you're watching on Twitch, well, good luck because like I don't know what the hell happens on Twitch. I found that even though we do stream on Twitch, the show just goes away. Like afterwards, I try to look for them and I just don't know where the hell they go. But they do stream live while we're live. So if you're watching on Twitch, thank you, and you
Thank
won't
you.
be able to see it again. So it's a once in a lifetime thing. But yes, guys, your support on YouTube, it's really appreciated. We're thankful for everything that has happened these 3 months. We have surpassed all of our goals. Because I set a goal, we surpassed it. I've set another goal, we're about to surpass it. So thank you very much, guys. Somebody sent us a comment on YouTube. Good to see you on live, Karina.
Yes. Hi, Yasushi. Thank you for tuning in.
All right, guys. So we're gonna take like a minute break while these guys go to their booths, and then we'll be right back with you guys. Thank you for watching. Check 1 2. Check 1 2. All right, guys. So thank you for joining us today. This is Roger. This is my red hat. We're about to make sure that everybody can hear everybody. Thank you, Midas, for making this board. We really appreciate you doing awesome things. Unfortunately, had to pay for this board, but one day, I know one day, you're gonna come through, and I'm gonna be very happy when I come into my house, and I'm gonna be like, oh my God, they broke in, and they set it up for me. All right, guys. But guys, can everybody hear everything? Everything's unmuted now. Everybody should be good to go. Everybody's good. Karina, can you hear me?
Yes.
See, I got your name right, and I didn't even think about it this time.
Thank Jesus.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry, dude.
It's okay.
I feel like
like
such
I
an
said,
ass.
Christina's my mom's name, so
And I'm
that's
sure
okay.
she's a lovely
Katrina,
person.
Now,
Katrina, what?
I have hurricane jokes on Katrina.
Has somebody ever called you that?
Oh, honey, yeah. It's either Christina or Katrina. So I'm like, you don't want me, the hurricane out of me to come out.
Oh man, dude, it's a pleasure to have you here.
Thank you. Thank you for having us.
I'm
It
very
means a lot.
excited to that I get to mix y'all live. Mr. Funky Buddha, can you hear us? Awesome, sir. There's Mr. Guitar. Can I hear a little bass, Mr. Bass player? Ooh, there you are. There you are, buddy. Awesome. I heard the horns earlier. Can you give me a little trumpet, Mister? Awesome, perfect. Sax, are you there? Sexy sax. I like your shades, by the way. We have to. Everybody must see those shades. There we go. Awesome, guys. Well, the show is yours, Karina. Take it away, man. So tell us what you're gonna play first, man.
So the first song is called Good Sound, an introduction to me as an artist for the people who don't know me and the Conkers.
Pretty dope. Awesome.
Thanks for tuning in. Everybody in the cyber world, make sure to share this. Thank you for your support. One for the trouble, two for the show, three to grab a mic as I walk through the door. Our rock is special, just so you know. It's groovy and smooth, don't act like you oppose. Let me introduce myself. The name is Karina Nistal. For y'all who don't know, don't compare to no one else. Cause I'ma show you what I got, but not all at once. Got plenty of layers to me. You could try to peel them away and never find the end of me. Cause I got a core so deep, sometimes my own soul is the best of me. Yes, I got a core so deep, I'd rather be given more than I could ever receive. I got so much heart, you see, I wanna give love to those surrounding me. You can't deny a good sound. You can't deny a good sound. I'm on the double, just so you know. I got a fast pace with plenty of place to go. A lady in transit, going with the flow. Most of what I like is what comes natural. Rebel with the cause, I don't like to be told. I don't like to gamble, I don't like to fold. And don't call my bluff, I don't want to be home. You wanna catch me soon, come watch me perform. Got plenty of layers to me. You could try to peel them away and never find the end of me. Cause I got a core so deep, sometimes my own soul gets the best of me. Yes, I got a core so deep, I'd rather be given more than I could ever receive. I got so much heart to see, I wanna give love to those surrounding me. You can't deny good sound. You can't deny good sound. You can't deny a good sound. You can't deny a good sound. This next one's called Make It Happen.
That was a cool song, guys.
Thank you.
You can't deny a good sound, guys. You can't deny it. It is definitely a good sound. Thank you guys for being here. This is Karina Nistal and the Conkers.
We got another one, J Hot. Karina Nistal. J Hot. Conkers. I don't wanna live to have any regrets. Cause life is too short to live any less. And my best deserve to be happy, no worry and no stress. All you need is a smile for your world to begin. Let the dark clouds pass, let the sun shine. happen. Life is what you make of it. Don't you wanna make it happen? Life is what you make of it. Don't you wanna make it happen? Life is what you make of it. Don't you wanna make it happen? I don't wanna wake up feeling unachieved. It's best I stick to what I know instead of doing what others please. Intend to be happy, continue to do my best. Each day to the fullest, don't worry about the rest. Let the dark clouds pass, let the sun shine. Stick to your plan, leave those challenges behind. You've got to live, it's still not a crime. Make a difference before we run out of time. Life is what you make of it. Don't you wanna make it happen? Life is what you make of it. Don't you wanna make it happen? Life is what you make of it. Don't you wanna make it happen? Life is what you make of it. Don't you wanna make it happen? Esta vida tiene suficiente, subida y bajada, hay que ser bien fuerte, con mucha fortaleza y más coraje. Deseo para humanidad toda mi mente. Hay que vivir ahorita en el momento. Deja en el pasado ese sufrimiento. Hay que darle vida a esos sueños mientras tenga la fuerza y la respiración. Life is what you make of it. Don't you wanna make it happen? Life is what you make of it. Don't you wanna make it happen? Life is what you make of it. Don't you wanna make it happen? Life is what you make of it. Don't you wanna make it happen?
Yeah, man. That's a cool song, man. I was dancing over here.
Oh,
Caught
good.
myself dancing over here.
I thought I saw your chair swinging.
I was swinging, guys. Guys, thank you for watching on YouTube, guys. If you're watching on YouTube, if you like what we're doing here, guys, we really appreciate it if you subscribe to the YouTube channel. There's a red button that says at the bottom, subscribe. Press it. Thank you. We really appreciate, guys. We are gonna bring you live music every day. We have a live concert every day until the end of the year now. So thank you guys for watching. Awesome. Karina, I'm going to give you back your show.
Thank you. This next one is called Wiser. Learning to cut out unnecessary things, whatever weighs on me, whoever drains my energy. Time is fleeting. I've spent enough of it agonizing. Something that turned out to be nothing. Captivating. Life can be eye-opening, exhilarating, breathtaking and grounding. Given exactly whatever we are reflecting, whether it's down, we kick it back to the upbeat. 'Cause I know my time is limited. I ain't got no time for no nonsense. Feeling blessed and positive, 'cause I know everything is possible. 'Cause I'm wiser than yesterday. Everything I lived ended up benefiting me, making me wiser than yesterday. That experience led me to the finer things, finer things, can be free, attracting what I want, being the blessing I can be. Sounds easy, with gratitude it really is. Perception is what drives reality, 'cause I know my time is limited. I ain't got no time for no nonsense. I'm feeling blessed and positive, 'cause I know anything is possible. 'Cause I'm wiser than yesterday. Everything I lived ended up benefiting me, making me wiser than yesterday. That experience led me to the finer things, finer things, finer things, making me wiser. Oh, making me wiser, making me wiser. Oh, give us some, Gilbert.
Cool, man. That's nice, man.
Yeah, a little
Yeah.
groovy.
Yeah, it's definitely groovy. I'm having a good time, guys. Thank y'all for being here.
Thank you for having us.
Stay hydrated.
Yes,
Hydration is important.
very much, especially in the wintertime.
Yes, it is. Is it?
Yeah, because in the wintertime we're drinking hot drinks because we're cold,
Uh-huh.
and we forget that we still need to be hydrating.
But isn't drinking coffee like drinking water?
Oh my God, you sound like my daddy. No,
Well, what about like beer? There's water in that, right?
no, just
No.
H2O.
Just really? Does it really make a difference though?
Yes, you alter.
Even though we're like 90% water? So I've always wondered, why do we drown if we're like 90% water, right? Like, why don't we just like float? No?
There we go.
Okay,
rim
I'm
shot.
done. I'm done making my stupid ass jokes.
You're pretty brilliant on the board, though. We'll give you that.
But it's just a great mystery. That whole water, coffee.
I know. I'm not a scientist, so I can't tell you why or what, but I can tell you that your body needs just plain old H2O.
Man, okay. I'll consider it.
All right. Our next song is Sueño, which is dream in Spanish. Todavía no llego, pero no me desespero. 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 Todo empezó cuando era una niña. Tenía un sueño y una sonrisa. Quería crecer, ser una maravilla. A veces la vida te aburre con esta rutina. así, siempre me reía. Por un lado no me comparo, soy distinta. Y yo sé algo, la vida está escrita. Todo lo que es para mí siempre me va a llegar. Aunque este viaje sea muy inesperado, puedes planear pero no está programado. Hay buenos tiempos, también hay los malos. Pase lo que pase, hay que quedar enfocado. Algún día llegará a lo supuesto. Solo me dedico a lo mío, es mi derecho. Y por supuesto me lo merezco. No dejo que nada se imponga enfrente de mi sueño. Todavía no llego, pero no me desespero. 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 Mi mamá me ofreció su ternura, mi papá me enseñó su sabiduría. Entre los dos yo tuve tanto amor, nunca me faltó nada, no había cuestión. Me enseñaron a valorar esta vida y era la tradición que me seguía. Apreciar la oportunidad que tenía, me da tanto orgullo saber de dónde venía. Cómo dieron, cómo sufrieron mis antecedentes, cuánto hicieron para estirar esta línea familiar. Nadie me va a negar dónde voy a llegar. Tantas lecciones, tanto sufrimiento, las lágrimas, tanta pena que yo siento. Tantos errores Dios llegó a perdonar, tantas etapas que me llevan a triunfar. Todavía no llego, pero no me desespero. Todavía no llego, pero no me desespero. Todavía no llego, pero no me desespero. Todavía no llego, pero no me desespero.
Very good groove, man. Love the flute in that.
Oh, I know.
That's
Cat
great.
just shines.
Cat just shines. That is great. It sounds great. That was a cool vibe, man.
Thank you.
Cool. That was definitely a cool vibe.
I don't know about you guys, but I'm having fun.
Oh, yeah, man. It's all about having a good time, man. It's all about having a good time. We are, man. Music is powerful.
So we got two more.
Cool.
The next one is called Pura Vida, which is our paradise song. Just close your eyes and picture you're at the beach. You're walking on the sand. You see a hammock you want to get in. And then far off into the ocean, you see like a little fin. And then you see it come up and it's like a mermaid. And I always say, that's me. In my mind.
Merman? Or
Mermaid.
Mermaid.
Yeah, like a female one.
Oh, you're the mermaid.
Duh.
So you see yourself?
You have a merman in your fantasy? No. Roger, I'm worried about you. You've spent too many hours in the studio.
I have.
No, mermaid.
See, I thought you were gonna say like you saw like a merman.
No.
Never mind. Never mind.
Just feel the breeze and the palm and look at the palm trees and just
Cool, man.
fall right into it.
Awesome. Well, I'm excited to hear this song too.
Thank you. Qué día tan bello, voy a soltar mi cabello, siento bien mi aliento a través todo mi cuerpo, ahora puedo respirar. sirena en el mar. Quiero refrescar. Esta sí es pura vida. Vivo de mi sonrisa. Aquí encontré mi felicidad. Llevo tiempo empezando esta vida. Llevo tiempo buscando este sol. Llevo tiempo buscando este calor. Descubro más y más que soy. Quiero refrescar como sirena en el mar. Quiero refrescar como sirena en el mar. Quiero refrescar como sirena en el mar. Quiero refrescar. Esta sí que es pura vida. Encontré mi felicidad.
It's nice to have a flute in the studio. You're our first flautist.
Ooh.
Yes.
She gets a plaque on the wall.
Yes, she does. Yes, she does.
And if you guys are wondering, there is a video for Pura Vida on YouTube. Karina Nistal, Pura Vida.
That's your YouTube channel, Karina Nistal.
That is correct.
I'm gonna go. I think I think I did subscribe to your channel.
I hope you did.
I,
We're pals now, right?
I know. Well, this is a close bond being in the studio. This is.
I'm telling you, we're
This-
sharing personal space.
We are
so
sharing
yeah.
personal space.
We're pals.
We're sharing air.
You're not getting rid of me now.
No, you're a great person to know, man. Just a pleasure
Thank
to have you here.
Likewise. I appreciate it.
Oh, you like that water holder?
It's so cool. I was gonna ask you,
Right?
where did you find this? I need to go on Amazon and get me a water holder for
I
my
made
mic
it.
stand. What?
No, I'm just fucking with you.
Oh my God! You made everything else. You
I
had
know,
me going.
I know.
This is great. I love it. I'm gonna go find one. I didn't even know this existed.
Really? They're all
Yes.
over the place.
Are they?
Yeah,
I'm
it's
just
pretty
not,
common.
I'm not cool, I guess.
No,
my
you're
first
not.
water bottle.
Like, no, you're not. No.
Thanks.
No, you're pretty cool. You're cool in my book.
I'm glad. As long as it's in your book, it counts.
Yes. At least you're not in the black book.
Oh, that's true. I showed up for my
You did show
R&R
up.
studio performance.
You did. Y'all showed up early too.
Yes.
It was good. Glad to have you here.
Thank you. Weird.
Isn't
I'm
it,
so happy to be here. I'll speak for them too.
isn't it short-lived?
so
It goes
happy.
by so quickly.
It does.
It does go
You're
by
so
so quickly.
pleasant.
Is it?
Yeah.
I've heard that before.
You're very pleasant.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I heard that I'm patient.
That's good.
Yes.
You know, there's a lot of other things you can be, and pleasant and patient are two good qualities.
Yes. What? You lost me there. But I'm just gonna accept the first compliments.
They are compliments.
Oh yeah? They were all compliments? I was like,
I'm not taking digs at you.
Oh no. If you did, I would be like,
I take playful digs. Like the one earlier.
Like the
you
one
know?
earlier,
Yeah.
which I'm not gonna mention.
He's like, remember, I'm in charge of your levels. And I'm like, okay, love you. JK. LOL.
That's well. I'm glad all of you are here, guys. I'm glad you got to experience this, and I'm glad that I'm working with you. You know, we met, but now it's like a whole different type of.
I know.
It's different.
It's another
You were too
level.
busy for me last time.
What? When?
You were all taking pictures.
At Cloud Break?
Yes.
We took pictures together.
Oh yeah, you did send them to me. I guess I just totally forgot.
I'm
Nah.
sorry. I didn't drop my orbit and like circulate. See, I can be funny.
No, you
No,
are.
really, I'm really glad you came out because I know how busy you are.
I am busy.
And it really was a lucky break for me, for whoever canceled, because you wouldn't have been there.
No,
I
I wouldn't
invited
have.
you. I invited you when we booked this, probably a month or a month and a half before. I
Uh-huh.
said, "Can you come to our show at Cloud Break so you know what to expect?"
And I was like, nah. I
You're
can't.
like, "No, I'm busy. I got something. I have something. I'm washing my hair."
But that was way nicer. I was like, I gotta sit in my studio and do nothing. No. It
I'm mixing cooler bands.
No. It was very lucky. I'm not saying
Yes.
that I wouldn't go
No,
if I
I
wasn't doing
know.
anything, but
The universe lined it up.
it was.
And when you said, "Hey, my band dropped," I was like, "What? Well,
Yeah.
they suck. Come on."
And I was there like super early too, because it's weird that I didn't have anything to do.
Right.
That is like such a weird thing for me. I'm always so busy, and it was just awesome to have the evening off.
Yeah.
And
And I said that too. I said, "You probably have earned yourself an evening off." And
Yes.
you're like, "Yeah, but I miss it."
Oh, I did say that, huh?
Yeah.
Oh man, that's kind of dickish. That's like an asshole move.
No, it's not.
But I had a
It's
good
fine.
time. I had a good time.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. The
I was there during your emergency meeting. What is it called? Your safety meeting. There you go. I was there during your safety meeting. It was a good safety meeting.
Well, it's true. We point out all the exits.
We
The
go
fire
through
escapes.
we go through all the fire escapes, the where the restroom is,
That's right.
and well, it's just a pleasure to have you here.
Thank you. Can't thank you enough, really.
Oh no, it's awesome to have you here. Thank you.
We have one more, and then we'll get out of your hair so you can go shampoo it.
No, after this, we're gonna party.
Yes, that tequila shot you owe me.
Yes. We'll have a tequila shot, guys. Awesome, guys. Well, it's a pleasure to have you here, guys. If you're watching on YouTube, do us a favor and subscribe to the YouTube channel. We really appreciate you. Without the subscribers, without the fans, we wouldn't have anything. If you're watching on Facebook and you'd like to go subscribe just because we're awesome like that, you can go look for this right here. You can see this car right here, R&R Studio, or you can find it by Roger Ramirez Official. We really appreciate you, all of the support you have given us this last 3 months. Thank you, guys. Okay, I'm done. There you go. Karina, back to you.
Back to me. La Fuente de Juventud. This is our last song. It's on my first album, Nice Style, produced by Joby of Rebel Crew. And yeah, let's all go find the Fountain of Youth. Dicen que en la vida hay subidas y caídas y muchos se desaniman viviendo esta pesadilla. Dicen que en la vida no hay nada mejor que buscar el dinero y cortar el amor. Suave, tienes un cuerpo especial, pómelo suavecito porque quiero aguantar. Suave, hasta un poquito para acá, pómelo suavecito porque quiero aguantar. Mira, el indio con la diva, viviendo nuestros sueños como tú no te imaginas. Mira, yo ya acabé con mi rima, viviendo nuestros sueños, pregúntale a Karina. Dicen que en la vida el tiempo no permanece. Dicen que en la vida no hay como regresar. Pero yo digo que es mentira, no hay que envejecer. Hay que vivir cada día como si fuera la primera vez. Norteamérica, Central, también el sur. Vamos a encontrar la fuente de juventud desde Europa, del norte hasta el sur. Vamos a encontrar la fuente de juventud de una isla, la playa y el cielo azul. Vamos a encontrar la fuente de juventud. Solo quiero estar contigo, no hay nadie como tú. Vamos a encontrar la fuente de juventud. Dicen que en la vida hay que seguir cada regla. Dicen que en la vida difíciles tiempos llegan, pero hay que ver alegría y la fe sobrelleva guerra. Hay que vivir sin lástima para poder demostrar madurez. Vamos a buscar la fuente de juventud. Vamos a buscar la fuente de juventud. Vamos a buscar la fuente de juventud. Vamos a buscar la fuente
porque se necesita, brindar porque se necesita, rezar porque se necesita, amar porque se necesita, querer porque se necesita, celebrar. A buscar la fuente. Vamos a buscar, vamos a buscar, vamos a buscar, vamos a buscar la fuente. Vamos a buscar, vamos a buscar, vamos a buscar. Vamos a buscar, vamos a buscar, vamos a buscar, vamos a buscar la fuente. Vamos a buscar, vamos a buscar, vamos a buscar, vamos a buscar.
Hell yeah, man. That was a cool Latin salsa-ish song, man. Very awesome, guys.
Thank you.
Very awesome, guys. Everybody, thank you for being here in the studio. I had a kick-ass time. It was a pleasure to meet you all. Everybody watching on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, please go look for Karina Nistal and the Conkers. Go check them out. They're super dope, beautiful people, awesome. They just give off such a good vibe. You know, their music just makes me feel so good. The guys, if you're watching on YouTube, please subscribe. Do us that favor. If you're watching on Facebook, make sure you share this event so that Karina Nistal can be heard. See, I only fuck up the name once. And so
Thank you, baby Jesus.
it was because we prayed to baby Jesus, tiny little baby Jesus.
It's true.
And so, which he is brewing right now, coming for his
It's
birth.
true, yeah.
He
He's
is.
brewing.
He's brewing. Tiny baby Jesus is brewing right now. Well, guys, it was a pleasure to have everybody here, guys. Thank you very much, guys. Everybody, thank you for spending your Tuesday with us. Today is Tuesday, right? Yes, I got it right. I almost got it wrong at the entrance. I was like, Tuesday.
I was trying to help you out.
And so, thank you, guys. It was a pleasure. Everybody, have a good night, and we will see you tomorrow. Karina, thank you very much. It was
Thank
a
you,
great time. And
guys.
everybody, thank you, guys.
Love you guys.
See y'all
God
later.
bless.
All right, guys.